The Ukrainian port of Odesa was not operating on Sunday after the latest Russian attack on the region's energy system. That's according to Agriculture Minister Mykola Solsky, who added that grains traders were not expected to suspend exports. It came as more than 1.5 million people in the southern Odesa region were without power after Russian drone strikes hit two energy facilities, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in a video address late on Saturday. Solsky said that Odesa port was not operating at the moment because the power generators had not been switched on yet. Grains traders continued to ship grains via two other ports, he said. Since October, Moscow has been targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure with large waves of missile and drone strikes. Odesa regional authorities said electricity for the city's population will be restored in the coming days, while complete restoration of the networks may take 2 to 3 months. Ukraine is among the world's largest producers and exporters of corn and wheat, but its exports have fallen significantly due to the Russian invasion.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, liftoff.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Pad 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying the ispace Series 1 lunar lander. It needs to go 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth and get into orbit. And we just heard a call out for max Q, that is maximum dynamic pressure. This is the largest structural load that the vehicle sees on ascent.
In Beijing on Saturday, streets were largely empty, shopping malls deserted. China's dismantlement of its zero-COVID policy may be gathering pace, but the move appears to be being met with caution by residents such as this 18-year-old student surnamed Tan.
I'm really afraid of being infected because the number of infected people is growing gradually in Beijing. But I must come out and run some errands today. I've been delaying going outside for 3 weeks due to COVID.
After widespread protests, Chinese authorities switched course from the zero-COVID policy. Whilst that has been welcomed by a weary public, concerns have also been stoked that infections could spike. With less testing now required and those with mild to no symptoms allowed to quarantine at home, the focus has shifted to ensuring adequate provisions of medicines and shoring up the country's healthcare system. On Saturday, China said it would stop checking truck drivers and ship crew transporting goods domestically for COVID-19. That removes a key bottleneck from a supply chain that had been thrown into disarray earlier this year by requirements for those involved in goods transportation to show negative COVID test results or health codes at checkpoints. Authorities said removing those curbs was aimed at ensuring the smooth supply of medicines and items such as antigen kits. Long queues have formed at pharmacies in many Chinese cities by people looking to buy cough medicines, flu drugs and masks. Over the weekend, the state market regulator warned against price gouging in anti-COVID products.
I think it's even beyond that, because we live in Asia and people there support Morocco.
Yes.
It's like the outsider who is invited to the round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals now, and we have a chance now. We can believe we can make it.
Yeah.
I think it's way more than that, and we're super happy and proud about it.
Yeah.
Hundreds of youths gathered in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro on Saturday for the Maasai Olympics. The event is an alternative rite of passage that has been promoted by conservationists. Young warriors, or Morans, like Tipabe Lakutu, compete in games including spear throwing, athletics and high jump.
The
Maasai Olympics have been of great benefit to our community, especially this Moran cohort, because previously, as a rite of passage, Morans would kill lions. Our community has benefited from the Maasai Olympics, especially my Moran group. We focused more on physical training so that we could win medals and prize money.
Kenya Wildlife Services says there are around 2,000 lions left in the East African country. The biggest threat to them and other carnivores is conflict with humans. To curb the practice of lion killing, Maasai cultural leaders teamed up with Big Life Foundation, a conservation pressure group, to create the Maasai Olympics. Craig Miller is the foundation's chief operating officer.
The combination of compensation, Maasai Olympics, improved community benefits and employment through the community ranger program has had a huge impact on the lion population, and it's one of the few areas in Africa outside of protected areas where lion population is stable or growing.
Miller added that this year they have enhanced a partnership with Athletics Kenya. The hope is, he said, to embed the Maasai Olympics into Kenya's athletics programs and use it as a path for talented athletes to potentially pursue a professional career.